Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about, could this be hands of a non-Jehovah Witness? Or could this be the hands of all Jehovah Witnesses? So how can you be a Christian and have dirty hands? Well, we're going to find the answer from the Bible and can see how Jehovah Witnesses' hands can be dirty, just like they call the world of people who lives outside the religion. So let's listen to this brother's talk and we'll take it from there.
Well, what world are we talking about here? Let's get a better understanding of this world. James chapter 1, verse 27. We invite you to go there, please. It's our theme text. Notice here in James 1:27, it says here, the form of worship that is clean and undefiled from the standpoint of our God and Father is this: to look after orphans and widows in their tribulation, and to keep oneself without spot from the world. There's our theme text. The world that James is talking about here is the mass of humanity. Why do we want to keep ourselves from getting all spotted up with the world? Well, it's the things that they are doing. The things they are doing can spot us up.
Let's stop right there. The things the world's doing that's keeping the hands of these people filthy and dirty. Well, he's going to quote a scripture, and you listen real careful. Everything that you hear in this chapter of this book, you will learn something about Jehovah's Witnesses. And the only thing that's missing in one verse is pedophiles. Yes, pedophiles. They are in Jehovah's Witnesses religion. You don't believe me? You can watch Jake, Jakke, Control on YouTube channel, and you can see Jeffrey Jackson, the governing body, the faithful discreet slave, the anointed one, and a bunch of elders talking to the court why there's so much child molesting in watchtowers and Jehovah's Witnesses religion. So let's hear how they try to blame the world when the world is in the religion.
And ruin our relationship with Jehovah. Things like Paul describes here in 1 Corinthians chapter 6. Let's go there. Notice here, 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9 and 10. Here he says, what? Do you not know that unrighteous persons will not inherit God's kingdom? Do not be misled. In other words, don't be fooled. Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor men kept for unnatural purposes, nor men who lie with men. Well, those are homosexuals. This applies to females too. Nor thieves, nor greedy persons, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners will inherit God's kingdom. These are some of the things the world are doing today that Jehovah hates, and rightly so. And they do more than this. But we kind of get an idea here, don't we?
They say Jehovah hates. Okay, but he hates anyone outside the religion doing these things, but it's okay for Jehovah's Witnesses can do it in the religion. So Jehovah loves fornication, adulterers, homosexuals, child molesters in his own organization. Because remember now, Jehovah was invented in 1270 AD by Raimundus Montana. So apparently Jehovah loves you to do all these things. As long as you're in his organization, then he's okie dokie with it.
That we need to avoid. Rightly so. The world is full of this. And so as Christians who want to remain clean, in other words, have Jehovah's approval, have a good relationship with him, we must remain clean. Morally, spiritually, mentally, even physically. We have to do that. That's essential. The world that I'm speaking about reminds me of an auto mechanic shop. Why? Well, the world is full of this filth that we're talking about that could dirty us up. In an auto mechanic's garage, there's all this grease and dirt all around, on the bench, on the floor, under the car, in the car, the wrenches, everywhere that mechanic turns, he could get grease on him. And it's because there is so much of it around him. And mechanics sometimes look all dirtied up because of all that grease all around him. But I know for a fact that some mechanics look pretty clean despite what they do, getting under the car, inside the car. When Holly and I were pioneering in California, there was this brother who knew about cars. We would call him up to help us work on our car. We couldn't afford it, to go to the shop. He would come just at a drop of a dime and help us. Sometimes he would be out at field service helping us. He'd get it under the car, he'd have a cardboard or a towel, or open the engine, get right in it, and all kinds of stuff. But this brother was spotless. He didn't have a grease spot on him. What was his trick? Well, he recognized how dirty everything was. He was careful, he was alert, and he didn't do this. Don't we automatically sometimes do that when we're handling something? We just wipe ourselves and dirty ourselves up without thinking. Well, this brother was alert. He was always thinking, not to spot himself up. So, we can remain clean. That's the point. We have to be alert. We have to recognize how dirty this world is and be careful. In Revelation 16:15, Jesus said this, that carries this thought about being clean a little bit further. We invite you to go there, Revelation 16:15. Notice it says, "And look, I am coming as a thief. Happy is the one that stays awake and keeps his outer garments, that he may not walk naked and people look upon his shapeliness." Well, this outer garment that Jesus speaks about here is our Christ-like personality that needs to be remained clean. Our Christian garment, so to speak. And rightly so, Jesus said here to stay awake. Well, stay awake especially from not being contaminated from this world. So, we need to recognize that the world can do that to us. But what elements in particular in the world that can contaminate us? Well, a couple of things. One, it's our attitude, or the attitude from the world. It's speech, and then it's ungodly conduct can dirty us up like that and get us all unclean. We need to be careful. There's one thing that can help us in this regard to keep our Christian garment on and clean, and that is this. Go to Proverbs 13:20, please. Proverbs 13:20. Notice this. It says here, he that is walking with wise persons will become wise, but he that is having dealings with the stupid ones will fare badly. What is this principle talking about? It's association. We have to choose good association to help us to remain clean. If we choose good association, we'll be walking with wise persons and hence we'll be wise. Doing it otherwise, we choose bad association, it's going to ruin our relationship with Jehovah.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there. This is the good part to stop. To stay clean, you have to get out of Jehovah's Witnesses religion. You have to get out of all religion. To study the Bible. To believe in the Bible. To stay in religion, you are unclean, just like this man's hands. It doesn't matter how many times you clean your hands in a religion. It would never get clean. It would stay dirty, greasy, and just imagine touching your food with these hands, because you can't get them clean. And you could be blood guilty and not even knowing it, because you're going door to door teaching people to be more unclean when they come to join any religion, especially Jehovah's Witnesses. So, people, you have to do your research. That's the reason why we all got out. Just like this engine, it used to be clean. Some people come into a religion thinking they're dirty and found out they was more clean before they joined a religion. So that means when Jehovah's Witnesses comes to your door, you're looking at an unclean person, because that person don't recognize the dirt, the filth that the watchtower's been preaching all over the years, all the lies, dishonest, predicting the world was going to end too many times. Why? Of these men. These men made all Jehovah's Witnesses to be unclean. And they cover up so much lies, dishonesty throughout this organization they call God's chosen people, God's organization. So when you're walking with these men and follow their footsteps, you are unclean. That's the reason why we got out of this religion, because we found out these men, calling themselves the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses, are unclean. They have so much dirt, crud, not only on their hands, their whole body. They're so filthy. But they're not filthy poor, because Jehovah's Witnesses gives them their money so they can afford to take a bath once in a while, try to get this dirt off, but it don't get the dirt off. It always stays on their hands. So Jehovah's Witnesses, if you really want to get your hands clean and to walk with wise people, watch our videos. Watch the work we do. That's the only way you can get out and have clean hands. Thank you. Have a nice day.